You're cleared to play this weekend. Was that something that you were worried about at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the duel was an unlucky hit for the guy, and I jump like I jump every other duels. It's nothing how do you say, on purpose to hurt or that. The only difference is that I'm taller than everybody. So when I jump like that, it gets in a position of the other one that it looks different. But I jump like every other duel, and that is the way I play my game. Nothing harm or whatever. The only thing is I feel every duel I go in, the opponent, they're overreacting. Like after I scored the third goal, I barely touched the guy. He was jumping away. And I think the referees has to have better view of that and to make a fair play for the game. Because every duel I go now, they're looking to fall down, overreacting, and it's a little bit ridiculous. So for sure this next game will be the same thing. But I play my game. I do my thing to help my team, to do my best to win the games for my team.
You're obviously very familiar with kind of having a target on your back. Did it kind of feel like that this week? I mean, people kind of coming out of the woodworks, releasing statements saying you needed to be suspended, all this sort of stuff.
I feel like I'm hunted, but when you're the best, you're hunted. So the only thing I say is I hope it's not personal when everybody says this, because personal and professional is two different things. And like I said, hopefully the referee, he has a fair view on the whole thing. But I understand. But the thing I don't agree with, when you lose a game, to be a bad loser like that, I mean, we don't lower ourselves to that level. If we lose, we lose. Nothing to do. We can just work harder and do better the next game. But when you still complain for losing, still crying for losing, still trying for losing, it's another level.
Is that what it felt like to you, that LAFC was kind of just dragging
it feels like that, yeah. Even the owners complaining and that. Which level is this? I mean,
Fans too.
if you can, fans, they are fans, that you cannot change. But if you cannot beat us on the field, you try to be on the side and do these things that doesn't belong to the game. But it is what it is. We work hard. We were confident in the game, going into the game also, and the outcome was perfect. And I think the fans had a good time, and the whole world, because it was global. And when you do something like this, the news goes all over the world.
Were you surprised that the conversation took that tenor, that it became the conversation?
I feel every game I play is reviewed, and that I feel a little bit, I'm hunted in that way, and that is not okay, because I play my game and I need to feel free in my game and not feel after the game people will look at me and look detailed everything I do, because that is not part of the game. We have a referee does his thing. If it goes above that, I understand we have this disciplinary committee, but being watched and reviewed every game, that for me is not okay, because it's not the way it works, because you play your game. I'm professional just like everybody else. I should get treated like everybody else. And if they cannot stop you on the field, that's it. You cannot do nothing about it. And if you try to do something outside, that for me is not part of the game. That is not professional.
There was a report that you were given a fair warning.
I don't know. I don't know. I said
that's what we read.
Okay.
Like an official warning. Did you hear anything like this?
Could be. Yeah, you see. So it's like I'm feeling hunted. So whatever I do, they're trying to choke me. But I keep going. I do my work. I do my best to help the team, but hopefully the referees has an eye on everything.
Well, you get Portland this week, and what are your thoughts about Brian Fernandez?
I think he's a good player, and he's a good team, and I know when we played home was not easy, and it will be a difficult game there. And last time we were there, we got beaten 5-0 in the cup.
Yeah.
So that's a game not to repeat, and the team is confident, especially after the last two games we won. So we keep going.
What do you like about Fernandez? Have you watched him very closely at all?
Not so much. Okay. I don't watch so much football.
He had like 8 goals in his first 7 games or
Okay,
something
nice.
like that.
That's good. That's good. So he's in shape. So he's one we have to look after.
How do you go about keeping the momentum going off the big LA, game with LAFC?
I mean, you have to bring it with you, the confidence. I mean, obviously the mood is good, the atmosphere is good when you win a game like that, and there was a lot of talks, and now it's over, and now on to the next game. So you keep going, but like I said, every game is different here. It's not like we go in, we are favorites, and they are not favorites, or they are favorites, we are not. The game you go in, and the one that does less mistake is the winner. So hopefully we do good like the last games.
Your comments to ESPN last week certainly made a lot of headlines as well. The Ferrari among Fiats.
Yeah.
Did you feel like the way that it was reacted to, that it represented what it was you were trying to say?
What I was trying to say, I was a Ferrari in MLS.
Yeah.
That is what, not my teammates, because my teammates is with me.
So
So if I'm a
Ferraris too?
Ferrari, they're Ferraris too. So, but it was okay, it was funny to read it, how it came out.
Well, and in terms of making this league Ferraris against Ferraris, what do you think is needed? What is it going to take? Because it's obviously a thing.
This is one example. There were things that is reviewed, all the games, especially specific on players, that you cannot have every game. I mean, you have a referee for one reason. Then I think with all the rules and that, have to loosen up so you get over more quality to make it more shiny, the league, and the quality goes up. And but slowly it will get there. But it's a long process with all these rules, and I think also the system, the way it works with playoff. That is, I know that it works in the other sports here, but for the mentality and the development in football to make it better, because basketball, American football is already fantastic. Now you have to make the MLS fantastic. So that will take time. But if you lose up all this, like the system and that, you give it a huge boost, because players needs to, develop and progress faster, because you need to win every game, let's say, not only go in the playoff, because you want to win. And yeah, that is something to look at, but I'm not here to change the rules. I'm here to show how the game is played.
Yeah. In terms of maybe raising some of these players, especially American players. I mean,
those are the most important, because you need the local players, and they are the future. They are the stamp of American football. Let's say American soccer in this case. So they are even more important. But loosen up the rules and bringing in more foreigners doesn't mean you get rid of your own player.
Well, what are the greatest deficiencies that you see in the average American player? Since every player is a little bit different, what are the things that we're missing?
I mean, it's a long process of history. The thing that the game has developed, the things the whole league has gone through, and the league is young. It's 96, I think. No, yeah, 96. Everything started, so it's generation after generation that it takes a development. But I think the youth team is doing good, and they have a couple of players that is good. And but to really make it better, to go abroad, try European football, to see the difference, how it is, because you see when teams comes over here and they play friendly games against the MLS teams, and they're not even in shape, they're in preparation, and there is a big difference. But it will come there, progress. You put the right people in command and try to develop the whole thing and try to make it even better. So you need these persons with this experience and not think only about one thing and not the other thing. So it cannot only be business, and the development is not there, because you need also the development.
You have two players in Julian and Efra, who kind of play major roles, who are young American players. What's different about them than you see maybe your average younger player?
I mean, Efra, I said my things about him. I don't need to repeat my things. And Julian is a coming guy now. I think against LAFC he did fantastic. Even if it was not his position, he did amazing. And he's in a phase to learn more, to get the rhythm, to get experience. And he can only get that by playing with other players that is on a high level. And that is what he's doing now. So he's in the right direction. He has the right spirit. He's physical, phenomenal, and he's a worker. And he wants to learn. That is, he's not stubborn and saying that I don't need to learn. He's opposite. He wants to learn, and he's willing to do what he needs to do to reach the goals.
Are you happy in this league? Do you see yourself coming back next
I'm
season?
good. I'm good. The only thing is this thing that I feel hunted is not okay because that is not how it works. That you cannot have every game I go out. I have to feel that after the game they're reviewing everything and that is. I have to feel free in my game. I have to feel I'm doing what I'm able to do. You have people sending pictures and that now. Come on. I mean, the last hit was unlucky. There is nothing I do that I try to do what happened. So that is unlucky. But then you have the goalkeeper in New York City sending a picture of a scratch on his neck. Which level is this? Even that is ridiculous. So the level has to step up in these matters, and the rest is okay. I feel good. I'm happy. It depends on my physical part.
That'll decide
I'm
for
feeling.
next year.
We cannot talk about next year. We have to first finish this year. So, talking about next year is difficult. If I don't know if I'm able to finish this season. So, let's see what happens. I said, like I always say, if I feel good, I feel physically good. Let's see what happens.
Because once you're done playing, you can only play so long. So why not play as long as you can?
I want to play as long as I can, but I want to feel that I'm able to do something. I'm able to perform. Like last game, or like every game I do. And I don't want to go out there and people say, yeah, there is another game, Ibrahimovic, that is an ex-player or best before that. I'm not that. I want to give them something that they haven't seen before. And so far I've done that, so I want to continue.
Does that extra stuff affect you ever on the field? Do you ever think about it when you're in the moment? Yeah, when you're in the moment?
It's coming now. It's coming now. Before not. I mean, the last game, we do a fantastic game and then, there is a review for that because somebody is complaining. This doesn't work like that. People go in on the field and complain to referee about it. First of all, the staff don't go in the field and complain. That in Europe doesn't happen. They stay outside, the players stay inside. If you need to cross the field to go in the locker room, okay. But never that the staff goes in the field and complain to the referee. That is not part of the game. And then afterwards complaining even more and that. So it's a little bit low level. Let's say it's ridiculous. So we work hard and we try to give a good image for the whole team.